They moved again last night. The trail was still warm when I got there, a scorched line across hard-packed earth, curving uphill in a perfect arc, ending at a rock that shouldn't be there. The air around it shimmered, though the temperature was close to freezing. There's no wind in the Valley of Ghost Wheels. No trees, no birds, just rocks and something else. The official name is a dry basin in central Arizona, halfway between Prescott and nowhere, not marked on any current topographic maps, but the locals know it. They don't go there. They've given it names: Dead Engine Hollow, the Turning Pit, and the one that stuck, Valley of Ghost Wheels. The stories began in 1983 after a retired geologist named Thomas Breyer reported seeing a cluster of stones rolling on their own during a summer survey. According to his logbooks, they left behind burnt tracks that hissed in the cold. 2 weeks later, he returned with a team. None of them came back. Only a melted compass and a scorched field notebook were found, the cover fused to a rock. No news agency covered the incident in full. Only a clipped column in a local paper. Geologist lost in heat event. No follow-up. Since then, there have been sightings, always at dusk, always the same description, a faint hum, as if something large were underground, and the sight of rocks slowly dragging themselves through the dust, their edges glowing, their trails smoking. The Department of Natural Resources blames thermal expansion and mineral composition. But no one has explained how granite boulders, weighing up to 400 pounds, can move uphill, leaving behind scorched marks in spiral shapes. In 1997, hikers reported finding a series of these trails forming a perfect wheel pattern, 7 spirals, each leading to a stone. All of them warm to the touch, all of them humming. By the time park rangers arrived, the marks had cooled, but the ground was cracked and dry beneath each trail, as if whatever moved through had leached the moisture from the soil. Some of the stones, when turned over, have markings on their underside, etched patterns, spirals, runes, sometimes what looks like claw marks. Geologists say they're just erosion. Others believe otherwise. In 2002, one man claimed to have spent the night alone in the valley, trying to film the movement. The footage ends abruptly. Just before the cut, his camera caught something strange. A glowing line forming in real time, with no visible source. The sound captured was a low frequency, too low for the human ear, but when slowed down, it sounded like wheels turning. No one has heard from him since. Between 1983 and 2020, 7 disappearances have been linked to the valley, none of them conclusively solved. Official statements cite heat stroke, disorientation, animal activity, but the evidence doesn't match. Burned shoe soles, melted watches. One hiker's voicemail left at 2:11 a.m., hours before she vanished. They're circling me. There's no one here, but I hear them rolling. The valley doesn't appear on satellite imagery. It did briefly in 2007. A top-down capture showed irregular trails, spirals, some over 300 meters long, etched like tire tracks into the earth. The image was removed from public archives 3 days later. In 2019, a thermal drone passed over the area as part of a wildfire risk scan. The operator flagged an anomaly, 3 moving heat signatures, all under 100 DGF, traveling against the wind at a slow but consistent pace. When the drones circled back, the signals were gone. In their place, black rings. I've seen one of these stones myself. It was dusk. I approached from the northern ridge, staying low. At first it looked like an ordinary boulder, but then I saw the line. Thin, glowing red, stretching behind it like a tail. The rock itself pulsed. Not fast, just once every few seconds. A deep, slow pulse. I could feel it in my chest. I tried to film it. My battery drained in seconds. When I reached for my flashlight, the hum began. A low, mechanical whine, like a generator buried underground. Then silence. When I looked up, the stone had moved 3 feet. There were no tracks, no drag marks, just scorched earth in a perfectly straight line. The hum has been recorded dozens of times. Always below 20 Hz. Infrasound. Known to cause nausea, hallucinations, anxiety, known to move people away. What's more disturbing is what happens when you isolate the waveform. The shape is always the same, a wheel, spokes, rotating. Some say it's a natural phenomenon caused by mineral pockets reacting to magnetic fields. Others point to ancient legends, stories of stones that remember and the desert's engines. Petroglyphs have been found within 40 miles of the site, depicting circles with legs surrounded by fire. One Navajo elder described them as remnants of something the earth tried to bury. In 2023, a live stream appeared on an obscure channel. A lone man walking toward the valley with a GoPro, promising to follow the wheel to its source. The stream lasted 13 minutes. Near the end, red arcs began appearing in the background. No wind, no sparks, just movement. The feed cut. The man's channel was deleted within the hour. But the comments remain. They describe what he saw. This wasn't rolling, it was dragging something. The wheels were circling, closing in. I swear one of them looked up. He hasn't been seen since. There are rumors now that the valley is expanding, that new trails have been found 30 miles west, that the wheel patterns are appearing in dry riverbeds, in salt flats, in abandoned fields. Some believe it's a geological awakening. Others believe it's a memory resurfacing, a pattern trying to repeat itself. Or maybe it's something older than memory, something that was buried once, deep in the crust of the earth. Something that's slowly beginning to stir, stone by stone. Fire line. All I know is this. They're still moving, and they're getting closer.